spoon, but it kind of dips in so that you can get a nice big portion of soup in the bowl. So it says, Amy measured the weight of a ladle using glass marbles of different sizes. Amy says the ladle weighs about 5 marbles. Is she correct?
No.
So this is a two-part question. Is she correct? Yes or no? And how do you know? I need you to explain how you know if she's right or wrong.
Everybody get one?
I think. Oh, never mind.
And remember what we talked about with our non-standard units of measurement. That's my only clue that I'm going to give you.
Mrs. Hafner,
Yes.
you cut it for us again.
I know. I'm still learning the rules. I'm supposed to give you the whole page. You guys are supposed to cut it out, but I cut it for you.
Yay, that's nice. She's a nice teacher.
It was accidental nice, so it doesn't count.
Well, guys, it's all on one.
It's all on one page. I
So
cut all
once
3 of them.
You cut the 3.
I'll learn.
It was all on one page. All 3 are.
Okay.
Please do that next.
So answer 2 questions for me.
Thanks for doing it. It doesn't give me much work this time.
Well, that's good. We have more time for math then, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna play more fun games.
Oh, thank you. I think I'm the only, but that's okay. All right. Tell me about Amy. Amy says the ladle weighs 5 marbles. Is she correct? How do you know? You can just write yes or no and tell me how you know. You can raise your hand too if you need help. You can...
Oh my gosh. Always wrong. It's nice to wait for you. Yeah, sure.
Andrew, do you have the whole sentence written?
Yeah. Do you need the math eraser? Okay, good. Remember? Remember the paperclip example? Is she right? She is right.
You have to say yes or no, is she right? So yes or no is where you're going to start.
Think about non-standard units. Remember the paperclips?
Boys and
Different
girls,
sizes.
please look. First, you have to say yes or no. Is she correct in how she weighed it? Then you have to say, how do you know? So if you said yes, she's correct, I need you to tell me why you think she's correct, right? You have to write a sentence. If you say no, she's not correct, you have to tell me why isn't she correct? Why is it not 5 marbles? And this is a real stumper.
I have to be honest with you, when I was looking at it, I was like, that's the easiest question ever. And then I thought about it and I was like, oh my goodness, you have to really work through it and really read. Amy measured the weight of a ladle using glass marbles of different sizes. Amy says the ladle weighs about 5 marbles.
So who thinks that Amy's ladle, who thinks she's correct? You wrote down, yes, she's correct. Yeah. Because you went, oh, here's a ladle, and here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marbles, right?
And they're equal.
Does that make sense? And they're weighed, they're balanced? Yes. However,
They're not.
oh, when they're all different sizes and say there are 5? No. If they are
Oh,
different
17.
sizes, it's
17
not
and 18.
the right
That was,
measurement.
Oh.
So I think this
Yes.
one stumped
Got it.
almost all of them. Great, Bobby.
I was about
Nice,
to
very nicely done. Thanks, David.
Wait, actually,
Get your worksheet out and I'll show you.
I don't know first. Yeah.
Okay, it's true that there were 5, but they're all different sizes. So your real answer is no. They are not the same sizes. You cannot pick one big paper clip, one little paper clip, one big marble, one little. You can't do it. All have to be the same size.
And you want me to eat the marble. Is that the wrong
All right, boys.
So you have to know that it's not the same size marble.
I thought these were
I
like.
used it yesterday and I don't know where I got it. Okay, let us check. Beautiful, nicely done.
What do we do after we?
Nicely done.
What do we do after?
She is not right. You are correct. Good job. Okay, I have your workbook page 17 and 18. Didn't we just do that?
Yeah, we
Okay. So yeah, so you know what we'll do? Instead of that, when you are done, just make sure Miss Saville or Miss Turnheim or I correct it. Make sure you get checked good.
I got checked.
Awesome.
Now what are we gonna do?
Okay, we have one more page we're gonna do. This is this one, yep. I know, this is the one.
Is there anybody else borrowing your
No, I don't know where it is. I'll see if I can find it. I have a magic eraser. Magic eraser. Okay, you done? Perfect. Are you done? What'd you get? Because, tell me how these, you got it right, yeah, good job. What do you got? Does that mean that she's correct about right? So this is a non-standard unit of measurement, these marbles. And she's not using, they're not standard, they're all different sizes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep, you may put it away, and then I'm gonna hand out a sheet, but we're gonna review a couple things before we do that.
David, right here. What do you need?
Okay, Jeff.
What was that for?
Okay, you know. And then tell me about this, what's about the marbles that lets you know that this is not
I see.
5 marbles? Is it because they're the same size, or should they be the same sizes, or should they be different?
Wait till it goes to
They should be the same, yes, so you should write that. I have a little sheet we're gonna work on, but I wanna make sure everybody's done here, so if you could just,
I can see. Were you scared something happened? No.
beautiful,
Why?
well done. Okay, almost time, okay, who can tell me, let's just refresh our memories real quick, how do we weigh things? Danny?
By scale.
By scale. What's a standard unit of measurement? Bobby?
But with an object. Or like
You're thinking non-standard. What's a standard? I get on the scale and I weigh pounds.
500
Exactly.
pounds.
So pounds is right, kilograms, milligrams. Stephen, come on over. I'll let you look at the book later, okay? What is, Bobby? What is an example of a non-standard unit of measurement?
using an object.
Using an object.
That's not the same.
Who can tell me an object that we could use? Girls, come on over here. Can you tell me a non-standard unit of measurement that we could use? How could Abby measure her desk? You could, oh, well that would measure our weight. How about, could you use a marker?
No. No.
Who thinks yes? Who thinks I could use a marker to measure? Is this a non-standard unit of measurement?
No.
Well, if I had enough markers, and I put them on one side of the measuring thing, and I put Abby on the other side, it would probably take a lot of markers, but yes, we would be able to figure out, we could weigh with this. This is not standard. Non-standard means not standard. So hands was a good way.
We can weigh with anything.
Blocks are a good way. That's a non-standard. We could say
Pictures.
Abby weighs 1,333 yellow markers.
That's not possible.
It is.
Well, it is.
But I'd have to find 1,033, or 1,333 markers, which I don't have.
You would have to be rich.
Probably, yes. So,
You could use all the markers in one.
who can tell me the difference between a non-standard and a standard unit of measurement? Okay, Mr. Bryant.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference between a pound and using a marker?
A pound is heavier than a pound.
Definitely. How about non-standard means,
That you can use any object that like doesn't look.
okay, guys, are we having a little powwow in the library over there? Why don't you come back to your desk? A powwow is a fun little party.
Or a little owl.
Right, or a luau, yeah. All right, get to your desk. So let's just remember, there's standard and non-standard. Standard is something like pounds, kilograms, milligrams, you got it. And then non-standard is Abby weighs markers, pencils. Can you use those two pencils as a non-standard?
Yes.
Except what? What's going to be the trick there, Bobby? They're not the same, so I cannot use those as non-standard. If I'm going to use non-standard, they better be exactly the same.
Like those two markers.
Like these two markers. These are going to weigh the same, right? All right. You guys did great. This was very hard to wrap your brains around. You have a couple minutes to finish this. Please put your name on it. And oh, yes.
Bobby. Are we allowed to start?
And this is on your own, okay?
Are we allowed to start?
Yep, go ahead and start. Oh, I didn't give enough. There you go, babe.
I did too.
Oh, see, I gave you this. That wasn't really nice of me, was it?
Yeah, please have 60 minutes. I want to Eva.
Oh, okay. So the directions say, look at the pictures, then fill in the blanks. The weight of a snail is 6 units. The weight of one snail equals 6 units. One snail, he's cute, isn't he? 6 units.
Yeah, but I don't get
The weight of one turtle and one snail is 16 units. Okay, how are you going to find out what the turtle weighs? Shh. How are you going to find out? How? I didn't ask how much. I said, how are you going to find that out? Taylor, how would you find it out? Okay, so you figured out how much the snail weighed, then you were able to figure out how much the turtle weighed. So the weight of one turtle and one caterpillar is 13. So now you know how much the turtle is. I would maybe recommend writing the pounds of the turtle on top of the turtle. You're all done? Well, high five for you. You can play math games, okay? You can play math games when you finish, until lunch. It's not a race though, I would like you to double check, and I'd like you to make sure. Elliot, you forgot to fill that one in. Thank you, Stephen, you can finish reading the book. Okay, so do your little math problems on top of the animals so you know how much they weigh.
Take 6, 10. I just did that.
I'm missing the most important thing.